Hello YouTube, I've got here a parcel delivered. What I found funny is the weight is 1 gram. Obviously this is not correct, but I think as long as it doesn't go beyond what's allowed, nobody will get in trouble. I had the situation once where I had to pay additional postage costs, so let's just see how much this actually weighs. So it's 200 grams. It's quite a large box for a 200 gram parcel. I wonder what's inside. A lot of wrapping paper, really. It's basically an empty box with tons of wrapping paper. That's just insane, the amount of wrapping paper for, look at this, a little engine. So for a little engine, let's think about the economics of this thing. So a little engine, which measures about 15 centimeters, is less than 2.5 centimeters wide and about 3.5 centimeters tall, and weighs $84 grams. We have over 200 gram parcel, so most of what has been sent around is just parcel. And frankly, I mean, I'll show you how little it takes to wrap it up, but this is completely unproportionate. I mean, honestly. Anyhow, so it has arrived. It's a parcel. It's very safe. Now let's see what it is. Right, let's figure out whether this is a spare or repair, or whether it's working. Well, anyhow, it could be spare, repair, or it could be working. Doesn't make a big difference to me. I'll put it on the track and let's just see what happens. Oh dear. As expected, nothing happens. Right, so this is a non-runner. Let's look at it in a little bit more detail. So we have here, both buffers are here, coupling is missing on one side. This is not a big deal at all, and the tracking tires are missing here as well. But I have a video where I show how I can make tracking tires, and I'll just put new tracking tires on. I'll put the link for this video at the end of this video. Now I have to take my tools out and I will dismantle this little machine. Right, so in order to open it, I'll just open the screw here on top. Don't have the impression it's opened. Overall, very frequently, because the original paint color is still here. It's the correct screw. That's good. So we have, now let's take the chassis off and let's see what we can find. So clearly it's modified. This here, this solder looks a bit older than this. Then here is something, this was the original solder place. This is the new solder position. Let's take the motor out. The motor, here is the motor, and I can't see any obvious reasons looking at it why it's not working. There may always be some unobvious reasons. So these wheels seem to be well connected. I'll put this here on the track. That should be fine. It just seems to be very jammed. Now there's some movement, not much movement really. So I think that's a very easy job. Let's just try a little bit of oil. This may actually already lead to an acceptable result. Drop of oil on the motor. And let's see how the machine likes a little bit of oil. Oh, that's it. That works quite nice. So this spare or repair doesn't really need much of spare or repair. As I've mentioned in my in the video, which is linked below, I use this 3mm silicone tube here in order to make traction tires, and I cut them very thin, a little thin, very thin slice. Here, 2 silicone tube traction tires, which I will now use to install on the locomotive. So going back to the locomotive, take the 2 traction tires. I find putting the traction tires on with there's a groove here and there's another groove here. I take it here, pull it apart and pull it over the tire, and that's it. Sometimes a bit fiddly, but after a few times you know how to do it. Now I'll just cut 2 more of these traction tires. This wheel. The nice thing about these silicone traction tires, they're transparent, so you can't really see them. And the last one. It will not slide on the tracks as it did before with the traction tires. Therefore I will install this, put the screws back in. How the machine does now. Don't forget, this was a non-working engine. Overall, quite a satisfying result. I'll let this engine do a few turns on my layout. I think it needs it. It's probably been sitting around for ages. Now starts to run really smoothly, so I didn't even have to open the motor. I just had to install new traction tires, really. Yeah, what else can be said about this engine? Perfect. So here we go. Let's put the screw back in place, and then we're good to go. Let's see. So this is a spare or repair LIMA, bought from eBay. What did we do? A little bit of oil on the motor, new traction tires made from a silicone tube, and the machine, the loco, is running smoothly again as it should. It doesn't even need more of a clean because it's just already pretty clean. So I'm really pleased with this purchase, and thanks for watching.